Hey everyone, welcome. I am so excited to be doing this. I have wanted to do this for so long and I just kept putting it off, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna do it. So here I am. I love all things curly hair. It's something I'm super passionate about. Of course, I have curly hair. I love meeting people with curly hair. It's like an instant bonding experience. And it just hasn't always been like that for me though. Growing up, I hated my hair. I hated it so much. Some of my friends can tell you that I wore my hair up pretty much from elementary to high school. I wore it up, I never wore it down. I swore to my mom that I'd get my hair chemically straightened one day. And I'm so happy I didn't do that. But yes, I really thought I was. All my friends had straight hair. Of course, when you're growing up, you're younger, you always want what you don't have, and I just felt like I was different. I was like kind of the odd one out with like this random weird curly hair, and it was hard for me. I wasn't confident about it, and I didn't have anyone really I could turn to who like knew a lot about curly hair or who could relate with me. I'm the only one in my family with super curly hair. My mom was adopted, so I know I get my curly hair from her line, but yeah, I had no one to turn to for it. I didn't know like how to care for it. I always thought it like looked weird, it was different, you know, and it was just really hard. It was such a confidence thing, and I just didn't have that confidence to embrace it. And I'm grateful I finally found that. You know, once I got a little bit older, I like realized what products worked for me. I started like experimenting and finding different things, and so now here I am today. I want to be able to share that. You know, if anyone out there who has curly hair, or you know, maybe has hair they're not loving, or they just can't figure out what to do with, they're not alone. I want you to feel like you're not alone. I wish I would have had this when I was younger, and it can be tricky because it's like who you are. You know, I just felt like, you know, I just felt weird in my own hair, like. And so I am just super grateful that I found that like confidence, be able to and just embrace it. And now I love it, and I love talking to people about it, and I loved experimenting with different products and care tips and just like learning more about it, kind of the science behind it. I know there are so many different types of curls out there, so many different types of products. And of course, everyone's hair responds differently to certain products. So what works for me may not work for you, and that's okay. I want this to be something where it's somewhat interactive. Of course, I'm going to share with you my experience, what works for me, my tips, but I'd like to hear from you guys, like what works for you, if you know what certain products you're liking, what you're not liking. Please feel free to comment, reach out. So I want to hear from you. I hope this can be a space where we just have fun. We're all on this curly hair journey together. I know that sounds cheesy, but it's so true. I just want this to be a space where we can share that together. And curly hair or not, of course you don't have to have curly hair to follow along. I know it's such a journey for everybody, and you know, I've just always found it so interesting because whenever I meet people, you know, the first thing, you know, maybe they'll compliment my hair, which is always, you know, it's always great. It's always nice to be able to receive compliments. But a lot of times the first thing people ask me is like, do you like your curly hair? Which I think is so funny because like now thinking back, it's like, why do I have to be asked that question? Like, yes, I do love it, but no, I haven't always loved it. You're right. Like I used to hate it. And so people kind of assume that. It's kind of a funny thing that they assume you don't like it, which it doesn't need to be like that. And so thank you so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. Thank you. Bye.